A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Kaylee Society's College of BCA RLSI Institute, Belgavi, I welcome the resource person and all the participants for today's webinar on emerging trends in technology. This webinar is conducted in association with our academic partner ICT Academy. With this brief note, I would like to request my co-panelist, Mr. Vishnu Prasad Devraj sir, to take over the session.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, students. Uh, First of all, thanks to the management of KLE Society's College of BCA RLS Institute, Belagavi, for the continuous support towards all the initiatives of the academy. And welcome to the students. As you are aware, in the past 2 months, from April, May to past 3 months, ICT Academy has been conducting various such programs in this pandemic period. So once the first program, first set of series we used to conduct a Sky Campus webinar, wherein we bring in industry experts to have a discussion with the educators, that is the chairmans, principals, HODs, and faculty members, which is conducted on a daily basis, and now we are doing it on Fridays. We name it as Insightful Fridays. That is the first initiative of ICT Academy in this pandemic period. The second thing is Learnathon. I hope many of our students have completed certifications and badges from our corporate partners, from 7 of our corporate partners, which are AWS, Cisco, Automation Anywhere kind of organizations. So third such initiative, this kind of power seminar, wherein we bring in key experts like Mr. Nitish and Mr. Sai Krishna to give you idea about what is happening in the industry, because they are the industry experts. They are working in real-time industry, so they can give you an insight about what is happening real time in the industry and what is expected out of you when you come out of the college. We make this our seminar exclusively for the students to act as a bridge between your campus to corporate, because that is the main idea of this power seminar. So today we have two eminent guests. One, Mr. Nitish Tirumul, who is the senior consultant from Capiot Software. Welcome you, sir. And we have Mr. Sai Krishna, who is a software analyst from Tata Consulting Services, which is one of the largest IT recruiter for India, actually, to name it, because everyone's dream would be getting into TCS. So we have these two resource persons, and today's topic on emerging trends in technology. Why this topic is for one reason, because pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, henceforth you can see the trends or career opportunities or kind of jobs in two different ways. That is pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. So there will be a new normal, because till now you might be aware of many of our seminars. Will bring the experts directly to your session. You'll be sitting in a seminar hall and you'll be listening to them. But look at this. This is the second or third seminar which we are conducting with KLE RLS Institute, and wherein I am based out of here. I'm here sitting in Coimbatore, which is part of Tamil Nadu. The resource persons are sitting in Chennai, and you sitting in North Karnataka. We are able to connect over this online platform. This will be the new normal henceforth. So henceforth, making people come and visit the institution or delivering will not be that. In IIT Bombay has introduced online learning in their as a part of their next year academics syllabus, and many other universities are going to take online learning, blended learning, or reducing direct learning as part of their syllabus delivery. So this will be the new normal. So I believe this topic would be very relevant for the day, because if you know what are the emerging trends in technology, and if you can understand what is that you have to learn, it will be helpful for you to get into the job, set your career in the right path. Over to you, sir, Nitish Chirmul, sir, for your session, so that you can deliver the session, and then Sai Krishna, sir, will also be delivering a session. So I believe this 1 hour is going to be very insightful for the students. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad sir. Thank you, ma'am, for the brief introduction about us.
Thank you, sir.
Very good morning to everyone, and it's been a wonderful journey to connect with you people, and because it's something also new for us to giving a seminar to college students, and it's the first time for it is happening over here. But anyways, as I said, what are the emerging trends in the technology. So today's seminar, in 1 hour, we try to connect as much as possible from our side with our industry experience and everything together, all put together. We try to cover up what are the things which is happening with the industry and what is the buzzword which is AI, ML, machine learning, big data. What are the things, the buzzword, which is happening around over the places. We'll try to cover all those things in the 1 hour. And what are the best, what are the things, if you have any queries, anything which you come up with something, you can definitely ask us. So this 1 hour, it will be a good session for for each and everyone, and we try to cover up as much things as possible. So I do have along with me Sai Krishna, who is a budding emerging data scientist from TCS, uh, who can much elaborate on everything on the for the functional and the technical parts. So I do come up with some industry level use cases to you. I'll do down the line in the slides. I'll let you know what are the industries we have faced so far due to the corona things and everything. We'll let you know. So over to you, Sai. I
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
all
Thank you,
buckle up,
Nitish.
guys.
Thank you, Nitish. Yeah. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay. Good. I'll try to start it up. Okay. So guys, what do you guys know about artificial intelligence? I want answers, guys. Anyone can talk? Like, is there anybody can talk, ma'am?
No, sir. Actually, they are on mute, sir.
Okay.
Participants, you can answer through
I
the chat
want you guys
box.
to be interactive, guys. Yeah, something like that. So the only way I can ask questions and get you guys thinking.
Participants,
Okay.
you can just ask any queries or answer
Yeah.
through the chat
Okay.
box.
So before going there, right, Sai Krishna, he
Hmm.
himself a BCA student from a reputed
Yeah.
institution from Chennai.
Yeah.
So that would be, it's an added advantage for you guys as well. It would be
Yeah.
helpful. You can ask him, in your technical, college things also. You can ask him and what need
Mhm.
to be added over, curriculum and everything. So
Yes.
yes,
So guys, okay. So let me start up. So era of artificial intelligence. So any one of you guys have thought what is okay, wait, is something going on. Okay. Okay. Any one of you guys thought what is artificial intelligence or when did it start? I am not getting answers. Wait, let me. Where is the chat box? Oh my God. I'm very sorry. Okay. Guys, are you able to hear me? Like
Yes,
at
sir.
least give me
You're
some
audible, sir.
sound. Okay. Okay. So if you take artificial intelligence, there are people thinking like it came just now, not like 2010 or like that, and it is getting boomed. And I'm so sorry to say, guys, that this came back around 1950. Okay, this is something different. Okay, people think like only now it goes off, but think is the theory part saying something is going to happen. It formed 50 years, like 60 years back. Okay, so 60 to 70 years, because everything starts with the theory, guys. So anything you build, you just don't build the next day itself. So they actually put a theory to like experts saying that this can be done theoretically, but it can't be done practically. So that is the thing. So if you say in 1950, a guy who like he was not the inventor, but he just had an idea. What if I put a machine into a human? Like what is it? Machine thinking like a human, something like that. So he put that. He named it as a Turing test. So very frankly saying, till today, Turing test is not complete to understand the might of artificial intelligence, guys. So it is huge, really huge. So Turing test, he said, yeah, we can do it. It should be exact replicate of a human. I guess you've seen in some new movies, but no, talking about now, it is not yet done. So we are moving, right? Okay, it was done. Some Turing test was found. The next thing, like people really love this. Okay, chess. Yes, chess. The chess that we played, right? And I don't think so. You guys played. These are PUBGs or something like that. But chess was very, very popular in those days, in 2000, like that. So we used to play chess, and the computer used to play with us. So it was an enhanced version of this. But in 1950 itself, this was formed. So this chess came in and said like, yeah, I can play with a human being, but not to the full extent, but I can think a little bit. So it was a little bit okay. But then the real word artificial intelligence was coined really in 1956. It was coined by John McCarthy. You can just Google or something like that. But what it really is, they called him a fool, guys. So frankly, you say artificial intelligence like 70, like 60 years back, they're like, what are you thinking? Are you thinking the right way? But he coined it. He coined, yeah, we have something like that. But after seeing that, there's a popular institute known as MIT. It's in US. It's still there. It's very popular, like Cambridge, you said, right? So like that, it is very popular. So there they kept a lab. They opened a lab saying that, yeah, you can start your experiments. You can start something here. So, okay, when the thing started, by 1960 itself, just 1 year apart, robot was formed. It's not a complete robot, guys. I'm not saying like big robots, just a small ones, which can really replicate a little part of a human being. Yeah. So now when we come to the point of everything was done, robot was formed, and things were done. But what do we do? Guys, anyone know which was before Siri? You know Siri, right? Apple, I guess Apple users are there. Siri, yeah. Before Siri, what was there? Anyone, any guesses? I'm not able to view the chat box. Okay, leave. So before Siri came Eliza. Eliza was the first chatbot to be formed in 1961. You guys will not be like, what was it in 1961? Chatbot is nothing but it really communicates to you when you text something, it will text you back like that. It's a chatbot, but not texting kind of like real kind of texting. These technologies were used in higher fields, not in day-to-day homes or nothing like that. Some higher companies, they were using it, I'm saying. Okay, it was not yet very alive. And the next thing is, you can see the difference here. 1961 to 1997. I don't say there was nothing. There was something. But
Sorry to
yeah.
interrupt. Sorry, Krishna. I mean, is it possible to share the PPT also? Possible? Do you have? Are you sharing?
Yeah, I'm sharing the PPT.
Ma'am,
Are
can
you
you?
able to view?
I think I'm not able to view.
Oh my God. Ma'am, can you view it? The presentation? KLEDCA.
Yes,
No.
sir.
Yeah, you're able to view it, right?
No, sir. Your presentation is not visible, sir.
Oh my God. That's bad.
Madam, can you give him a host permission or something so that he can also share?
Okay, sir.
Is it sharing now?
No, sir. I will just make you the co-host.
No, I'm sharing. It says you are sharing the screen.
Yes, sir. So you can check now, sir.
So yeah, are you guys able to view?
No, not yet.
Oh my God. I don't understand.
Yeah. Now we can view.
Yeah. Can view it now? The
Yes,
PPT?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
Good,
God.
Krishna.
These many times you were not able to view the PPT. Oh my God, that's bad. Okay. So now you're able to view, right? Guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so sorry guys, I was not aware. Okay, anyone should have pinged me or something like that. Okay, so yeah, as I said, so it starts from Turing test. Let me just come apart. Just started from Turing test. Chess came in, he played, and artificial intelligence was coined, and a lab was formed in MIT, and robot and chatbot. Okay, and you can see the difference here from 1961 to 1997. There's a lot of difference. Why is that? So till this date, it was something like an innovation. I do an innovation and wait a minute, I'll just pop this up. Okay, I do an innovation and you do something with it. Okay, but after that, IBM, right? It saw the might. So wait a minute. Okay, it saw the might and it was able to see IBM Deep Blue. It is something. This part, 1997, it was able to challenge human beings, a real challenge. So in 1997, if you think, it challenged the world champion in chess, okay? And it beat the world champion. That is the main part. So you guys have to understand how much they worked on. Okay, when it is able to beat a world champion, a computer, a machine, which has only numbers or something. I guess BCA guys will know that the back end fully are numbers, right? Binary, hexadecimal numbers, just numbers. But it was able to beat someone. And after that, after that it was all competitions, guys, robotic and champions. So I guess the era is a little bit clear, right? So let me go. Okay, why AI now? That is a quick question that people ask. Okay, the reason is this. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Your screen is
Okay,
visible.
yeah, good. Okay, so here, if you say this is something new, guys, let me explain. So there is something known as a server, right? So let me go back in time. Flipkart or Amazon. Okay, how it runs. Okay, when take it Zoom also, how it runs. In older days, they used to keep a data center. I guess when something goes down, you say the server's down, right? So something like that. So data centers were present there, and the data centers were very physical, and they used to maintain those data centers. From those data centers, we get the data, and we process it or we use this up, and yeah, it was going good. But when the population went up, the data also went very much higher. At that point of time, let's say that 90, like 2000, stuff like that, people were trying hard to build big data centers, and frankly, each and every one of them lost their money because they were not able to like really sustain the business of like data center. They were not able to update it. Everything was down, the speed was low, so the data came in was really utter waste. So the next part came in known as cloud. I guess you guys your contributor also said AWS, right? That is cloud. So what was it really? So if you say cloud, it's okay, it's a thing. I'm a big guy. I'm a like I have a lot of money. Okay, so now my work, I just build data centers. Okay, I don't use it for myself. I don't have data coming in. I don't use it for anything. But one thing I'll use it for, I'll rent it for you guys. That is what is cloud actually. Okay, cloud is nothing but it is not a data center. It is also a data center, but it is given as a rent to everyone in the world. Even Netflix uses cloud. Anything you see, they say cloud, because what is the very important purpose is you can reuse it. You can just rent it. When you say rent, right? Say you rent a car, right? If you rent a car, you have just to put petrol for what you drive, right? Not other than you just keep the car somewhere, you give to someone. It's not your business. It's done. You use it and give it. So you can understand the updation is not important, or the you have to keep like nothing is important in rented cars. Same like that, you rent this cloud, you use it, and when it is not used, you give it away, frankly. Okay, here in data centers that is not possible. When you build some big data centers and your people or data is coming in is very slow, very low, nothing can be done. Take TikTok, okay, saying it, okay, because it has a big data center. Say it has now a real big data center, and suddenly India says I'm stopping TikTok. So a lot of traffic coming in is stopped now. So that means the data centers he's built is a waste. Okay, he is not going to use it up. So it will be just like that, put into garbage, or maybe he may demolish it. It's waste. What if like TikTok is now cloud? So now I will say it is not a big issue for him. When our traffic, yeah, definitely the profit goes down. But the thing is, he doesn't care about the data centers, because he say, yeah, the traffic has gone down. The cloud, I just don't want to rent all these 10,000 servers. I just keep it away. That's it, done. So at that point, they said, okay, so data are ready to be stored now. The storing of data has been higher. So after this, the renting, right? The renting has three terminologies, guys: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. So I'll just quickly come apart. So SaaS is nothing but a software, right? Any software that you use, even Zoom is a software as a service, right? You use it and you just pay like a yearly or something like that. Some softwares are there. PaaS is something that you will be able to host on it. So say that you are a good coder, you are a good programmer, but you don't have any data centers, you don't have anything. You'll be able to host your application on that server. It will give everything, the DB, everything it will give. It will just support you. You just need to upload the code. And the last part is IaaS. This is where the big companies come in. Azure, if you see, AWS. So these are the infrastructure giving companies. So what they do, they give the whole infrastructures to the company. Say like even Mumbai, we have an AWS infrastructure data center. So they rent it for so many people. Okay. Okay. That's one part. So with this, we can understand this data can be stored now. So only after that, data is AI. Frankly, the outer layer is data is AI. Think that way. Okay. So let me go to the next one. So here, yeah, you take your computer, right? What is really a data classified into? There's something like that, right? So say that you have 10 TB of data. You need to resize the 10 TB of data image, 10 TB of image, resize it from your computer. Will you be able to do that? I don't think so. Okay, from your computer is not at all really worth for doing that. So what to do? So this is where big data comes in. So we have to classify the data first. The data that is coming in, you're getting it, but what is the classification of these data? See, there's a lot. So I have to classify to something that I can understand. For this came in. So if anyone comes and asks you tomorrow what is big data, you can clearly tell them, see, 5 V's, that's it. Okay, volume, variety, velocity, value, and veracity. Okay. Let me explain one by one. Volume, I guess you guys understand what is volume. So I'll just tell you a short fact. By the year 2020, the amount of data that is being formed will be 44 trillion. Yes, I'm so sorry to say this, but it is in Jan. This data was taken from Jan. So they calculated for 2020, it was 44 trillion. I guess it is now 50 or 55 because of this lockdown. We are all using data. So data are huge now. So data has come in a lot of format also known as variety, right? You can anything like video, image, JSON, log. JSON is nothing but web developers node. Okay, JSON is something a backend file which we fetch it and use it. That's something deep. That's another topic. Okay, so variety. There's a lot of variety, right? And velocity. Yeah, it is dangerous now. When this velocity goes, velocity is something that you have a place to store it, but when it is getting higher, there is also no place to store that. So you have to build another maybe another cloud will come in and help us out. That's not the thing. But the basic very important thing is value. This data can give you money, can give you sales. That is what this company, like all these companies, every company you're talking about has some using or they are using these data to get the values. So if you guys are like really know how to do this all these big data or artificial or machine learning, why you guys are paid much is because you add a lot of value for the company, not 1%, 2%. It's like 20 to 30% value, and those are really wonderful, guys. Okay, so you have to understand the point of a customer or a client or because I'm working on a thesis, I say a client. Maybe if it is a product based company also, everything is with money. So this data has to be transformed for money. So I'll explain in later topics. And veracity is something very very it's not good. Okay, veracity is something that you will not have all the data you like, guys. You'll lose some data. You'll really feel like you'll not have every data. So that is the hard part in doing some researches with data. So 5 years gone. So let me go. Okay, so now this is something I guess you guys see. This is just a topic, guys. So you can just take your pen, just write only short points. Okay, not everything. There's not everything in text or everything in photos only. So just write something that I say. Okay, so Hadoop is something like you store it and you've created a place in cloud to store it. Okay, done. You store something, but how do you store it? That comes an error. That comes a problem. How do I store this? So what to do? There's another thinking going on. What to do? So there comes Hadoop concept. You guys have to understand how it is done. Okay. Let me say, if you want to store 1 TB of data in a 1 TB of computer, you store it. It's good. But something goes down. The computer goes down. Your data is gone. Data is lost. Everything is gone. Okay. So now they found a concept. See, my data should not be lost even if one computer goes down. Something has to be supporting it. I can take backups, guys, but that is not going to help us. Is something that Yeah, guys. Anyone talking? Guys, I hear some noise. Okay. Okay. So the master is nothing but it is the master really. Okay. It categorizes data and sends to different computers. So now what they do is I have a 1 TB of data. I don't store it on the master, right? I store it in the slave. Slave is nothing but you take it everything as a 128 GB of space in computers. So it will be split. The data is split into very small, minute microservices. We call it microservice, guy. Okay, everything that you see today is a microservice. What is a microservice? Is something that guys, I hear some noise. Can you guys mute? Be good. Okay. Okay, there's someone who's not mute. Guys, I'm hearing some noise. Oh man. Okay. Okay. So what is a microservice? Microservice is nothing that here nowadays, how softwares are built. You guys have to understand how it is built now. So in later days, like in 2010, there was like when I build a software, it will be a total product. Okay, I take around 6 months to develop, or I take 1 year, 2 years to give that software itself. So for a client perspective, he'll be waiting for the software for like 6 to 8 months without nothing in his hand. He'll just spend money on us. He'll just be waiting for the software. That was a very dangerous part, because he's not getting anything, right? He's just paying us and just waiting for the software. Maybe he may get it, or something goes down, he's not going to get it. His money is lost. So that point people thought was what microservice. What is that is, I developed something known as microservice. I develop it, I give it to you. After that, I develop another microservice. So each are small bit of microservices put together. You say API calls. These are very in-depth topics, guys. So leave it. So these put together into one application is one application actually, all put together. So these microservices will be split into all these slaves. So now 3 copies of these microservices will be put into each computer. That means when one computer goes down, also some other computer will have that data and will pick it up. So this is the main concept. Why am I talking? This is the reason AI came into existence, or we can say machine learning now. So you have to understand that first. Okay. So the contributors, you guys know it, right? Machine learning, artificial intelligence. It's Facebook, WhatsApp, everything use artificial intelligence, guys. So I'm not going to go those Facebook and Instagram. They use it already, and people really know it. If you guys don't know it, they use it. With that only, they're able to do everything possible. Everything. Okay. I'll include some new companies that like people are not aware of. Okay. JP Morgan. Okay. So we have not thought about this, guys. So banking sector. Take it. Banking sector had a lot of issues. Like we say banking sector, we say security purpose, they use artificial intelligence. No, yeah, they use it. But the might of artificial intelligence came from JP Morgan for analyzing the agreements they have. Okay, the agreements, because banks have a lot of agreements, and if I put every employee for reviewing every other agreement, it will cost a lot. For that, he did just a new machine learning concept, something like that, AI, which can do everything on its own, not to the extent of human, but it was able to do it. So now the IBM Watson, what is it? It really gets popular, guys, after one point of time. Okay, they kept it in a hospital. Like IBM Watson is just an AI which will help in fetching records of other medical details. So once one woman came into the hospital, she said she has some problem with her, and when they searched this IBM Watson, you guys won't believe it. It searched around 20 million records and found a rare condition. Very, you can say 20 million records, and found a rare condition known as leukemia, something like that. So the computer said, yeah, she has it. And doctors like, no, how does she have it? Just a rare condition. I guess the computer is wrong. But no, frankly, that was the truth. She had it. So from that point of time, IBM Watson is really popular in medical fields. They still use it. Tesla, I guess you guys know it, right? Okay, I don't need to say about it. But yeah, they use self-driving cars. So I'm not coming to that topic. Tesla really use self-driving cars. That is known. You know what is not known? Tesla production center is also an AI driven platform. Okay, that is what I can really say. Frankly, there's just 20% employees in a gigabyte factory. You can just Google it. You'll see that factory. It's a huge, it's a number 2 factory, like its area, but it has only 20% of employees. 80% are machines and robots. So that is the popularity where Tesla gets in. Every car that is made is 80% made by a robot. So you have to understand the might of robot, the might of artificial intelligence that Tesla is into. And people are like, wait. I'm not going to get jobs into like IBM, JP Morgan, Tesla. I'm not going to get it. How am I like? It's totally. I'm getting full. I understand. Okay. I'm also a BCA graduate. So if someone said IBM, Watson, Tesla, I'm not gonna think I'm going to get work here. But I can say definitely, even TCS has it. Okay. I'm not talking about big thing about my company. Even Infosys has it. All the tech IT industry has an AI self-developed product of these companies. You say it is a service-based, I will say no, it is a product of TCS. Okay, they have developed by their own developers. The developers are nothing but your maybe your seniors, maybe your friends. Those are the developers. Okay, they developed a platform, AI platform. This Optimera is I got an opportunity to work here too. So Optimera is nothing but they give it as a suit for retail platforms. So it really gives suggestions and stuff like that for retail, e-commerce platforms. So they do a lot of work, guys. So if I go in, it will take time. So even like that, I'm basically from my retail domain. So from our knowledge, we think like AI is something like very big. Okay, I'll take my example itself. So my company, I work in a project. So it is like 1,000 crore per year project. Okay, it really has a good money and stuff like that. What we think is they use big tools and big technologies to run this up. Yeah, they use it, but there is a startup, guys, in our project that they use, startup tool. Okay, that tool is an AI powered tool. What is it really capable of? Okay, let us take e-commerce. Okay, when Flipkart and Amazon, right? Amazon is there, Flipkart is there. Okay, like I say, Flipkart is going to release a free something price drop or something like that. How does like Amazon know it? Does this has a person in it? Nothing like that. What does Amazon do it? It creates a code. What this code really runs on Flipkart. Okay, this code doesn't run on one time or two times. It runs about 10,000 times per minute. It runs frequently. What that code does is collect data from your website, from Flipkart. So Amazon really creates a code. It goes, collects the data from Flipkart and just gives back to Amazon. This is not like illegal or something like that. This is done. Okay, this is something that is not known. Okay, for this, a startup came in, said, okay, you have this issue. Because of this, Flipkart, sales, it says that the traffic coming in is very huge, but the sales is very small. Why? Because these companies are just coming in to collect data from you guys. So this guy, who I don't know who is it, but he came in saying that I have a tool. It is really capable. Like like in an Indian, you have a lot of tools. Okay, Indian, like from US, but some group of people came in, very small software. It is able to find out these type of codes. These codes are known as bots, bad bots. So according to e-commerce industry, we call it as a bad bot. Bad bot is nothing but it runs on a website a lot of times, recurring. So it will just damage our servers. Everything goes off. So that 1,000 crore project that we have indirectly relies on this small tool that these guys develop. So you can understand the might and the power if you guys think. That's it, guys. So it's not in big companies you have to get placed. You just think and develop something. Okay. So now coming into AI types. Oh, yeah. So what is AI types? So there's a lot. Okay. Let me go one by one. So artificial narrow intelligence. One. I go all. Artificial general intelligence and artificial super intelligence. So guys, are you able to talk anything like that? So I want to ask you a quick question. Where do you guys think that we are present right now in all these three types, right? We are present somewhere. Where are we present now? Can you give any guesses in these three types? Is anyone able to talk or something like that? Wait. Okay. All are in mute. Okay. Let me go then. Okay. So the thing is very clear, guys. We are still in artificial narrow intelligence. To say very frankly, the other two is not yet done. So you can understand the might of artificial intelligence that we are in. Okay. Take Alexa. Take anything else. You talk, it will reply back to you. You think that is the biggest artificial intelligence? No, it is not yet found. Just artificial narrow intelligence. It's very limited. We are not even come to the phase of artificial general intelligence. In 2015, there was a robot known AlphaGo. So it was able to learn from a human being, a chess only. It will learn from a human being. It took 4 months to learn it, and then it beat the champion. But this is also not called for artificial general intelligence. It's still not into place for artificial general intelligence. That means it should act like a human. It is not yet found. And then artificial super intelligence, my God, only people like 2050 know what is it. Okay, we have to do it. Okay, so oh my God, I lost control. Okay, so yeah, then it comes programming language. This is very important. Okay, now we go into something known as machine learning. That is what is a very important basic concept of AI. Everyone has it. Okay, machine learning. So it's something like different. But how do I do this? A path. Okay, we take this path. First, Python came in. I guess people will know it. A lot of people will know it. Python is something very popular. Okay, then there's R programming, Java, and Lisp. And all these integrated these are the programming languages, guys. So Python, everybody prefers Python because it's really in a very English terms. Okay, nothing big codes are available. You just type it out and you just see it will be done. Okay, it's not very easy, but you understand. Okay, for not like this. But Java, you know Java, right? You guys learn Java, right? So Java is there. R programming is something that it is coming in. It is a statistical programming that is also used instead of Python. So Python or R, that is what they say. Lisp is something special, I can say, because this programming language was found by John McCarthy, the father of artificial intelligence. Why do people don't use it? That is left to the people. Okay, this community or Lisp community is not yet very popular because Python is more efficient in doing stuff. So Python is preferred language, and I'm going to go into that only. Okay, taking Python into this Python libraries. Okay, Python is a programming language. Okay, so what is a library then? You have programming language, you program it, but say there's a lot of developers who have done stuffs. What they do is they are ready and willing to share the product they've done with this programming language for free. And how do they share it? With libraries. Libraries is nothing but a certain functionality. It will itself do it. Okay, anything you can call like any functionality, small functionality is called a library. You can take a car. Okay, the front lights, you can take it as library because it's a functionality. It glows, right? That is functionality. So for machine learning concept, what you guys have to know is pandas. So please guys, these are just topics I'm going to go in, but I'm not going to go into deep. Just take your notes and paper, just write it down and just Google it, understand what it really is. Okay. And NumPy and SciPy. What are these? Okay, I'll go one by one. Pandas. Okay, this is something when I heard about pandas, I was thinking, okay, this is something new. How am I going to learn? Pandas is nothing, guys. Okay, you guys learn Java, right? There's something known as array concept, right? Array is something that you put a lot of data collection into that array, and you just take it out with the indexing. So that was the same thing. Enhanced version is pandas. That is the real thing. So you have learned about 2D arrays, 3D arrays. Yeah, this is a kind of 2D array I can talk. Okay, so the data that is coming in is not yet put in a like 1D array, it is a 2D array, 2 dimension. That means column and row, right? So this is what data looks like. Any data scientist will start working on these kind of data only, guys. You see brand name, it will be like a column, a row. That's it. These are the data. So it will be like a data scientist working on an Excel or something like that. But frankly, he's a data scientist. So first he'll start working on this, and then he puts some codes. So it's basically takes your data into a format that machine learning understands, to put it in very simple terms. Okay. Now NumPy, what is NumPy? So I have my data now, but I have to do some calculations, right? So we can say NumPy as a calculator, as something like using numbers. Okay, it's something like that. Yeah, NumPy is done. So it is used for calculation. You have the data, but calculation itself, it is not like what is this? Something is popping up. It's blocking me. So what is it? Okay. So the thing is, NumPy, you have it. You have some calculations, but when time went by, SciPy really needed, because there is something advanced techniques, advanced like algorithms to be used. That the NumPy, these are all libraries, guys. These were all developed by small developers. Pandas was developed by a group. NumPy was developed by a group. Like that, SciPy came in. SciPy is just built on NumPy. You can say like that, right? It is an extra of NumPy, which is again able to do scientific calculations. Anything like that, it is popular. So they use those. Okay. Okay, we'll go next. Okay, common terms. This is something I guess you guys have to write it down. Maybe this will help you guys. Okay. Algorithm. I guess you guys know about algorithm, right? So algorithms are nothing but what is it? Just as the PP states, it's a rule. Okay. Algorithm are used everywhere, guys. Even like say today's meet that we have a rule, right? Going through algorithm, we have a rule, set of rules. So people has to come in at this point of time, and people has to take the class. This is a rule. That is also an algorithm. So something you put it step by step, take like that. So model. So model is nothing but you have something. You built a car, right? So what do you do? This model can be used. What to say? Okay, for doing something, for creating something, you should have a model in mind first. Okay, say if an inventor is inventing a plane, the first plane was invented. So first the Wright brothers had it in their head, this model, right? So everything that starts with a model, first they need to know the model, and they will apply that model on the real world things, real world stuff. So that is the thing happening. You apply this model everywhere. Okay, predictor variable. This is very important thing of machine learning. Okay, predictor variable is very important. Why? Because this predictor variable that is called as Y, they say predictor, because this is the result that is going to be given. Okay, after you train your model, you do everything on your model, and your model is put into another environment, and that model will have a predictor variable. Like predictor variables, you use those in that model, and the next thing you get is a response variable. So use the predictor variable to get the response variable. So this predictor variable uses a model, and this model uses algorithm. Just go on like from top, like bottom to top. Like predictor variables gives response variables. This algorithm is used in the model, and this model is used. This predictor variable is used in the model. So basically, model uses all the predictor variables that are available, and then gives a response variable. Response variable is the end result that people get it, and it's really important. Training data. Here comes how do I say? How do I test it first? See, I've done it. Okay, I've done a model, but how do I test it? Should I take another data, go and fetch another data? No, that's something confusion. So any data that we get, okay, it is being split into training and test data. Training data is something that is used to build the model. Okay, this model is built on a training data only. Yeah, the model is built. You say only when you train a model, you say the model is ready, right? Where you have to apply it is on the test data. So the data is split. So basically, 80% of the data is put for the training set, okay, and just 20% of data is put for the testing set, because how much data you put for the training set will really help you guys in predicting the test set. You can take it like that. So 80% of training data and 20% of test data. Yeah, guys. Anyone talk? Okay, now what is the process? Okay, you now take the principles again, guys. So we have to understand the whole process of a machine learning. What is really a machine learning is, okay? We have some processes, some steps, I can say, not process, also some steps. So first you have to define the objective of problem. So every time, why this machine learning is used? Because they want money, okay? And how do I get that money, or from which I'm getting the money is the objective of the problem. Say, I need to know the sales of particular region. Say you are from Karnataka. Okay. Say I have a store there. I need to know in Karnataka how much sales will happen in this COVID time. This is the objective of a problem. Okay. What do I know what to do? So next part is data gathering. Next, you collect the data that you have already. This data will come from about 5 years ago, maybe last 3 months data, because last 3 months the COVID time, they take these data into consideration, saying I have all these situations, my shop was only open for these days, I got this much of profit. Yeah, this is the data I'm talking about. Now I have to predict my sales in the coming 3 months, because I can't say the COVID will go and 3 months I'll be gaining the last profit I have. No, I have to predict it, something, right? So now preparing data, you can gather data, okay, you can get data from everywhere, but you have to prepare in it a way, like say that data set, right? It is like putting in the pandas we used, right? We use to put it in a 2-dimensional array, prepare the data, so to view it, to understand what the data really means. So next, what they use is exploratory data analysis. This is something a new word, but frankly, guys, this is the most toughest work a data scientist ever does. Okay, this is something that is very lethargic, we can say. It's very tough, guys. What is it? Okay, preparing data gathering is very easy. I get data, but I'm not sure that the data that I've given is complete. Okay, no data that you take is complete. Okay, some data will miss, some data will show wrong numbers. For that I have to do something. I have to do analysis. This analysis is the hectic part of a data scientist, nothing else. Okay, this they will decide, they will go through every data, they will understand, okay, they will understand these are the problems that are present in this data, and they will try to solve it with codes, some algorithms. Okay, next, building a machine learning model. Perfect, you get the data. So what is happening? You found the problem, you got the data, you put it into rows and columns. Now you go through every data, ensuring that all the data are fine, and then you build a model. Nothing means the last ppt I showed. Okay, you build a machine learning model. Machine learning model is something that it learns from your data, guys. It's all data. Okay, the machine that you are working on, may say the programming language, the machine learns every data from your old data and will be ready to predict the future. Take like that. Okay, take the past into consideration and the present, and then predict the future. That is what a machine learning model really is. Okay, model evaluation. So it's something that not every model is perfect, right? First I make a prototype of a model. It will not replicate everything, just a model of it. But frankly, this will not be the optimal. I can't say this is the amount I'm going to get, this is the sales I'm going to get. No, I will not be able to do that. So what should I do? I have to optimize it. Optimization is nothing means I have to make sure they use some p-value, stuff like that. I have to make sure that this is the perfect data, this is the perfect number you are using. So it will take some time. It will take some researchers to go, and people do it. And finally, you do the prediction. So when you do the predictions, it will be the pitch perfect predictions that big company use it. Okay, these things are very important, because take a automotive industry also. Take a automotive industry, if you take, now semi SUVs are very famous, right? Creta. Sorry, I'm a car guy, so I'll take a lot from examples from car. You have car, right? Now mini SUVs are famous, like Creta, Brezza. Not why this sedan has gone down. Is there like some trend? Yeah, there is a trend. But is it someone's idea to go to all SUVs? No, this was done by a machine learning concept. What they do, they collect the data. Their problem is to find whether SUV will go fine or sedan will go fine. They're going to create a new car. Okay, they have the older data. They have asked the customers or older customers about their expectation. All the data, they prepare it. they explore it, they build a machine learning model which will say them, yeah, SUV will go fine or sedan will go fine. It will predict it. To predict, to get the prediction, right prediction, they use model evaluation and optimization, and finally the prediction is done. They go for the production. You can say the might of data, the might of artificial intelligence is used for all the big industries. Okay. Overview. Okay, so it's something that people still get it. What really machine learning is. Okay, let me go through it. This is machine learning. I'm putting everything in a layman terms, guys. So data comes in. I train the machine, building a model, predict the outcome. What is it? I just collect the data. The machine is trained now. I build it. I've built a model. This model will be used for predicting outcome. Very clear. So even to make things clear, okay, you get the input data. Train the machine learning algorithm. You see that training data, I said, right? Training and test data. Training is 80%. So only we use training data. Test data is at last. Okay. So the training data comes in, train the machine learning algorithm. That means you put all the algorithms that you have on that training data, the model is built, and then you go for predictions. Clear? I go for the next types. So this is very important, guys. So I guess take the pens again, then just note all this. Okay. There is just 3 types of machine learning. So you guys have to understand. Just 3. Okay. There are a lot, but these are very important 3 machine learning concepts. Okay. Supervised learning. So when you talk about supervised learning, what should I say? Okay, let me go through all steps now. And unsupervised learning, they call it that way. And reinforcement learning. Okay, wonderful. Okay, supervised learning. What is supervised learning? Okay, this is something like a rare kind of thing. Okay, you can see the PPT there. Clearly, in the first point, it is labeled data. What does it mean? Labeled data. If you see labeled data, it is something that age and height. Okay, age and height are labeled data. Okay, when you put those two, okay, into a training, like if you put those two in a data, you do all the data cleaning, algorithms, model evaluation. It basically comes into 2 categories. Yeah, these are the heights, these are the weights, or something like these are the ages you have given. Done, clear, this done. But not every time we get this supervised type of learning. We get this, okay, unsupervised, unlabeled. These things, you guys, have I heard someone? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard someone. Is that a question?
No, sir. I think there's some kind of disturbance.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah. So now unlabeled data. What is unlabeled data? This is the data I really get, guys. So not every data that I get from the market is data is nothing but an Excel sheet. Taken an Excel sheet, you have the data, right? But you don't have the column or rows. You just have some unpredictable data. What this machine learning does it really learns the data and just clusters it. Okay, forms like clusters and say this is the cluster somewhat different, and if it is different than this cluster, another cluster is formed. If it is different from those 2 clusters, another cluster is formed. So some clusters, right? I'm not able to predict the right outcome. Reinforcement learning, guys, this real good topic that people really love it. Okay? I also really love it. This is something I will come. Okay, I come to the next point. I'll say. Predictions, that is very important. So when I talk about, I say predictions, right? It is known as why. We call it as why. It is predictions can be a sales data, can be anything. So predictions are also of 3 types. Okay, you guys have to be clear. Types are different, predictions are different. Okay, predictions are everywhere. Okay, so just understand that. You take your pens and note it down. Regression, don't take regression. Okay, when you say regression, I also think, okay, oh my God, it's mathematics, I'm going out. No, don't go out. So regression, don't take it a very big word. Just think it as a continuous data. Continuous data is nothing but a number, a sales number, sales figure. Say like from 3 months from now, my sales figure will be around 100 crores. It's a big company, yes, 100 crores. Okay, so that is something, a data that is continuous, right? I can't say perfect 100 will be coming in. It might be 99. It might go around 120. It is continuous, guys. So you understand regression concepts is used. Okay? This is something like continuous. But there is a problem where we need to take a decision. Decision is different. Prediction is different. It comes in a prediction only, but there is a decision. Yes or no. When I ask like questions, yes or no, you say yes or no, right? That is where comes in classification. Those are really helping out industries right now, frankly. So if you say a client comes and asks you, okay, whether my data or whether my company will get new customers this month, okay, yes or no. He's just asking yes or no. He's not asking the number. He's just asking yes or no. And yes or no, yeah, you do classification kind of predictions. I'll come to it. Okay, you just understand these type of predictions are there. Yeah, so the first one is some data number, next one is yes or no concept, and next goes for clustering. This is where when you're not able to find anything, yes or no is something it's very hard, right? Yes or no is hard. You can take numbers are real perfect numbers, but clustering is that you're not able to predict the perfect number, or you're not saying yes or no, something different. That means they cluster it, guys. They cluster people. We say there are a lot of populations of people, right? But you can't say everyone are the same. You are from Karnataka, I am from Tamil Nadu. I'm not speaking of the difference, but we are clustered in a such way that something is good, right? Because we are not able to, we cannot. So as India, we are a cluster. If you take India, US, why are we? Because we are clusters. So this is the kind we can take. So now, supervised learning. Yeah, I guess this is the most algorithms comes in. Okay. Again, take your pens, guys. Note these down. Okay. Linear regression. I'll go topic by topic, so don't worry. Linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, random forest, support vector machines, k-nearest stream. So I guess it's 7. These are top algorithms, guys. There's even a lot, but please understand this is top. Okay, I'll go one by one. Is that good? Okay, I'll go with linear regression. What is linear regression? When I came into linear like data science thing, I also got a little scared because I'm not a mathematician. Okay, basically I don't like mathematics. But frankly, guys, this is something very easy. Okay, not so much confusing. Might be. Okay, I'll explain it. Okay. Whenever anyone comes in, if you go for an interview tomorrow, go and sit for an interview. They ask what is linear regression used in machine learning. Just say like big things. No, that's not what they expect. They expect what do you know? Just a hint of it. That's enough. If you elaborate that hint, you will get placed into companies, guys. Just try to talk aloud. That's why I'm asking you guys to ask questions also, because that is where you guys get connected, right? So now, when you think linear regression, this is linear regression. So by viewing itself, you can say this is linear regression. Nothing but linear regression. To take it very simple, linear regression will have a graph, just a straight line. Take it linear regression as a straight line. It just have straight line prediction. That means yeah, I'll explain. So this here, right? You have a company. You have a XY company. That company's salary ranges are here. Like say that 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakhs per annum, 6 lakhs. Okay, this is the time range. No, this is the not time range. This is the post of those people. So this is the post of a software analyst. This is the manager. This is the vice president of the company. Okay, this is here. So you can see from this data. So this will really plot the perfect salary for the perfect position. Say you're a vice president, you'll say, yeah, your salary is around 12 lakhs per annum or more than that. Yeah, vice president will have more than that. I'm just saying, okay. So it really says the clear data points. This is the plot. So in here also you'll find out there's a problem. I'll come to it. Okay, this is the basic formula, guys. This elaborated into a lot of things. Okay, after this a lot of topics are coming in. If you see those also, let me see the time.
So Krishna,
sorry. Okay,
Krishna, can we jump to this industrial case?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay, I'll go fast, guys. I'll see the time. Okay, so this is something like the formula. So if you see, this is a graph, a straight graph. Okay, let me go to logistic regression. So if you see this, those are continuous data that you saw, linear regression. So you go to logistic regression, it's a yes or no kind of thing. So here, if you say my graph is around 0.7, it says yes, you can do it. Or if it is more lesser than 0.5, it says no. Okay, got it. So decision tree is something that it's very easy, guys. You decide and put nodes like that, internal nodes, leaf nodes, or branches like that. So the branches goes and it comes like that. So branches by branches, it goes like that. Next comes reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is a next part of decision tree. You can say the many iteration that is random forest. Random forest is like decision tree done a lot of times is random forest. Just make it like that. It's just decisions, guys, one by one. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm going fast. There's no time. I do not see the time. Okay, nearest neighbor is nothing but it's a neighbor, right? From this word. So if you see this, you will understand. So there is a point. There is known as cluster, right? K means cluster. This cluster is present here. So they will select all the things that are present nearby it, a neighbor, and then they will understand which category should I put this into. So just simple as that. So support vector machine is nothing but you put a line between all these clusters, and you calculate the distance between the two nodes here. Two things I have pointed, right? Two nodes. If the two nodes are higher, this classification is right, and this will go. This cluster, the left-hand side cluster will go on one cluster, the right-hand side will go to another cluster. So unsupervised learning. So when we go to unsupervised learning, something like the same as K cluster I saw, right? I see 3 people here. How do I categorize those? Now I categorize those into these type of clustering. I cluster those, and I have to do a lot of iteration in clusters so that my data is perfect. Okay. So elbow method is nothing but how do I choose the cluster? When my cluster gets big, my error goes down. Error is something that happens really. So when the cluster goes big, and the error goes down. So that is why you have to understand. So with the cluster counter, I have a demo. If you see this image, the first image, it has 16 million colors. But I use this cluster concept, and we have brought it down to 16 color image. This image, you see, it is a little distorted, but it has 16 colors only in this image. Okay. So reinforcement learning, if you see, this is a very important topic. So you see reinforcement learning, I put a baby in it, and it's like a baby. I put in a new environment. It has to learn its own way. Say that baby goes and hits something. It learns that there is something present there. I should not go that way. Right? Just like that. Mention does. The concept is you have an agent and an environment is something that it's the environment that we are present in. I put a robot. Say that robot is present in my home. It has to learn everything from in my home, right? Where to go, where to come. So if you see these common terms, okay, these are something very common terms that are used. There is an agent, there is an environment, okay, and there is something known as action. This agent takes some kind of action in that environment and gets a reward. You can take it that way. So the agent takes an action, and if the action is good, it will get a reward. If not, it will stay in that state itself. That is known as state. State is a present condition. The agent takes an action. If it is good, it will take a reward. So perfectly, these are the common terms that can be used. Reward maximization is something that reinforcement learning, it has an analogy like you have a fox and a tiger, right? The fox that is present here in this photo, it goes only to those near to it and eats, okay, because when it goes to the lion, it is really going to get dead, so it's not going to take the risk. It really reward maximization is one point. First, another point is exploration and exploitation. Exploration is something that this fox goes near the lion and takes everything that is near it and eats and come. So this explores it. That is a risk, but it will take. So exploration is very important in reinforcement learning. So Markov's decision process. Guys, I'm going to end it, so don't worry. It's going to end it soon. Okay. Markov's decision process is something that it has to take some decisions, right? So when I want to go from room number 1 to like 4 to 5, right? I might go from 4 to 5. If I go, I have to go through 3, 1, and 5, or otherwise the other way. So this decision goes into graph. This graphs it, and then if you can see Markov's decision process, this has some numbers. So everything depends on numbers. So if I go this way, will I get some 100 or 0? It depends. Okay, it will all explore it and understand which is the reward, maximum reward coming in. So this type of reinforcement learning, it comes in gaming, guys. Gaming is really okay. So this type. So when you take PUBG, when you take anything, okay, if you take Counter-Strike, if you take, the computer plays it with you, right? does it plays with you is that it learns from your action only. It's not anything like that. So when it goes this way, you are present here, you hit the computer, it learns, do not go this way, go a little bit slight left. So it learns from all that. This is the agent I'm talking about. This learns from the environment and plays well with you. Okay, what is a basic analogy comes in? What is AI, ML, and deep learning? I understand it. I'll make you sure what is it. Okay, basically when people come in, machine learning is the heart of artificial intelligence, guys. Okay, I'm not going to get into artificial intelligence now. That is going to confuse you guys. Machine learning is the heart now. Okay, so that has everything in it. And when you expand machine learning, that is artificial intelligence. Okay, so limitations, there are some limitations that we have to talk about. Okay, there is something known as the machine learning can do some data, but in 3 dimensions. Say the data are huge and a lot of columns, another column extra than this is added, 3-dimension data, it will not be able to handle it. So for that, image recognition and stuff like that, the deep learning concept comes in. Okay, deep learning is nothing but not confusing at all. Okay, I'll just explain you. So if you see this, these are something known as perceptrons they use. I'll explain it. Perceptrons are nodes or points of like that. What it does is you come in, you have a lot of hidden layers and there's an output. They think that as input layer, some hidden layers, then output layer. That is known as deep learning, a basic concept. Neural network. I'll go into biology now. So sorry to go into biology, but this is what deep learning uses. Okay, so something known as dendrite in real human brains. This is the real human brain's neutron. Okay, dendrite is something that it receives signal from another neutron. Right? I receive it. I sum all the received signals with me, and I just take it out with the axon. I just give it to another person with the axon. It's something 3 points. Okay, this is the concept that being used in perceptrons. Perceptron is nothing but it's being used in deep learning. Deep learning is perceptron. They call it like that. Okay, artificial neuron. You can talk like that. Okay, basically, what does it mean is it has zeros and ones, guys. So it decides whether to go in this way or that way. Weightage. Okay, when this ones, okay, I have a lot of ones put together. Sum it up. If you sum it up, it will. Okay, requesting remote control. Okay. So we sum it up, you will have some 3, right? So the number is higher, it will decide, okay, this is the right way to go. So this is the analogy of perceptron. You get some data in, you do some mathematical formulations here and get the output through Y. Okay. Yeah, this is the way to AI. I wish you best success in future, guys. So these are the ideas. Just go through Google and understand what really it is.
Before going there, I'll just give you a small thing which is happening in the real-time industry. I'll just give a small walkthrough on this. So this is an industry thing we are currently working on. So you guys able to see the screen, right? This is a Corona dashboard. I mean, so what we have done in the industry, right? We just started this something as a fun, to be honest, fun. What we did, it took up the data from the Ministry of Health of us, right? As you're able to see, this is the official government numbers. You can see, right? The word numbers, everything.
Nitish, your voice is low. Nitish.
Okay. Is it audible right now?
Yeah.
So what we did is we just took up this data from here and we put up in our own website and we put up numbers over here. As you can see, right, the moment I just drag and drop to each respective state, I can see the state number. So this is nothing but
Nitish, are you sharing the screen now?
I am sharing. Able to see my screen?
I guess I am sharing now. Wait, I'm stopping sharing. Yeah.
Able to see the screen?
Guys, are you able to see the screen? This COVID-19 screen?
Dashboard.
Guys?
Madam?
Madam?
Yes, sir, we are able to see the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what I was saying was, so this is the dashboard that we build in our industry. Okay. We just initially started this as a fun, something what we can do with something with the data, something. So what we did, we just took up the data from the official government website and we used R for that. As you can see, right, the R website, we done it. And from the respective website, we took out the respective table and we did internal analysis and we just stored it in our database and we do a scripting of a daily basis. So what happens on a daily basis, whatever the number that government populates, right, we update it in our database as well. We first thing we are doing only on the update parts. We are just showing on the numbers. Then later we just did a small analysis onto it. The analysis you can see the right hand side, right? Here, when I move to the respective state, you see the respective figures of the respective number on both the right hand side and left hand side. The right hand side, it shows how much is confirmed to discharge, that is how many people who are confirmed and how many got cured, and the below you have a death ratio. So this is there's a small difference between a visualization and analysis. The visualization is nothing but what you bring up the data and show as it is, right? That is called visualization. Analysis is something what you do with that within the data and show something. So left hand side what you see is something but a visualization, but the right hand side is doing with the analysis. So this is one example. The moving on to the next one is, as I said, we started with something like a fun, right? Then we realized, okay, how corona is affecting my business. Okay, something we did it on our industry as well. Okay, so this is one for industry data. You can see, right? We are a company with we have branches around 1030 city all over India, and we have a district over here. The left hand side is a company crucial data. I cannot show you for some reason, but the right hand side, right, till column A to column A, yes, we have all company related data. Okay, and the column 80 you can see, right, there's something called COVID zone. Okay, so these are the zone which are classified by government. I mean, we all know in our all state and district, right, all the district being classified as a red zone, green zone and orange zone. Okay, so what we did is we just mapped our data with the company data with the government zone. Okay, so we did mapping of those part. That's the first step, we took it out. And the second step what we did is we fed these data into our simulator. Okay, as you can see, right, here there is something called orange district and green district and red district. Okay, so these classified district, I'm just putting it. Okay, when I will start business from the respective district. Okay, for example, green district I can put it at 1. That means for green district, all the, there is no corona, I'm good to start a business. That means red is something, it is very bad, I can start, as a 3 months later or something. So the numbers are nothing related to a months which I'm pretending to start later. Okay, so that kind of control we have given to the user. Okay, when I do done the simulator, the end of the simulator, I can able to bring out, okay, what the future my projection would be something. Okay, so that is how we interrelated corona or something to that. I mean, there are many examples I can give you, but I mean, that most of the numbers are something related to business. I cannot show something to you guys right currently, but down the line, maybe on another day, I can sum up with another example. And the next thing I want to show you something is a visualization tool. Okay, so this is one called Tipco Spotfire. Okay, so basically, to you guys, the biggest mantra is something like data is crucial, data is everything. Okay, as Krishna said, right, I mean, it's a very big ocean. Data science, MLBA is a very big ocean. We cannot, something we can do in something like in an hour or complete it, but
That's
we
true.
try to do as much as possible from our side. We try to cover it up. And you can see, right, once you're done with the data, then that is not over. What the final part is something like a visualization. Okay, as you see in the daily news, right, how many numbers I'm showing, what is the today corona number, what is the today corona, how many person got killed. So the final number is what everyone will be curious about. No one will be curious about in the interior part and this particular city or this particular area how many people got affected. No one would be, I mean, to be honest, to the high level point of view, people would be seeing what is the output number. So those number are something crucial. Those are called KPI, key performance indicator. So those are the numbers would be top level executive from everyone would be looking into it. And when you do a visualization, it has to be in a simplest way. For example, if you see this one, right, East Asia Pacific, when I do something like this, it shrinks to the respective sea. I can see the what are the countries that got affected over there and what are the type of population around this area, whatever I have selected, right? So this is called something to visualization. Whenever you do some data analysis, you have to put up a visualization also to be user friendly way, so that anyone can come and access and make up something like this, so that it will be easy for them to access or something. So if I want to go to Asia, I can simply select an Asia and I can see the Asia's number over here. So this is what you should be doing down the line when you go to industry. You have to make the whatever the data you're building, that should be user friendly. I mean, you can have all the numbers, you have done many things, but if you don't build it user friendly, right, then there is no use. People who when the very first they come and seeing that if they're not able to understand, then there is no use. So you have to make it something a user friendly way, whatever that is for. and this is a lot of data analysis tool we have in market. One is sort TIBCO Spotfed that I was showing you. There is something called Tableau. Tableau is a leader in a visualization. That is also you can do it. The Corona which I showing, right, that was something done in Tableau only. So there are a lot of things as down in the business we have. To be honest, many use cases we can do or something. Maybe for you guys, something, right? What we can refer is something. Go with this Kaggle competition. That is something we can refer you. This competition is something very, fun. Maybe if many people, if you people would have aware, then no issue. But something for starters, right? For tomorrow, because you are the guys who are going to come into the business tomorrow. So if you are something want to see how the business is handling, how the data AML, I would definitely recommend on this spot Kaggle. Here you can start with the competition for a Titanic. That is one example. Here you can predict how many people got survived or died or something. That kind of prediction. So not only that prediction, you can go with the competition. They even offer you some money prizes also. If you done with some really good algorithm, right? They will offer you the prices also. So this is, I think, I would definitely start for you guys. As a starter, you can go with this particular stuff. Okay. So I mean, as I said, right, we try to cover as much as possible from our side, industry side, but this is a very big ocean. Maybe 1 hour or something, it's something very less time for us. Maybe next time or something also we'll try to cover something best way or put it from our side. Okay. Any queries you guys you can ask right now. Maybe I won't take much time of yours. I know you have many things to come up in the down the line. Any queries, guys? Hello, ma'am.
Any queries?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You can ask students to ask any queries if they have something. We can.
Yeah, I'm Geeta from Bangalore.
Yes,
Okay.
Geeta.
Yeah, I haven't really understood what's the difference between supervised, unsupervised, and what is that?
Okay.
Enforced.
Reinforcement. Yeah.
Reinforcement. Yeah.
So okay. So shall I share my screen, or shall I say it? Okay. I guess I'll say it. Okay. So say it will be good. Okay. You can take like supervised or unsupervised. Okay. Some data that you gather really, right? It will really have some real meaning in it. As I said, right? You have some ages or something like that. You have a labeled data that you can get. Say that you get a data. Wait, I'll go to there. You get a data.
Geeta, so to be put in a better way, right? When I say supervised, okay, let's say I want to, as I said, I was saying that Titanic. So how many
Yes.
people has survived in the Titanic crash? So the survival, right? Something, what is the output of you're going to get it, right? That is
Okay.
something called, it's a supervised. When you say
Okay.
unsupervised or something, it is something not the output. It is something,
It will be a cluster,
kind of thing.
data. Okay, it will not predict the whole thing. You can just you say population, right? There's a lot of kind of population. Say I can cluster people from 25 to 30. That's a cluster. That's a cluster, right? I can't
Okay.
pinpoint everyone in that cluster, right? I can just say this is a cluster. Can I take it like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Take the population.
So
That's right.
That is one example we can give.
Yeah. Any queries, guys? Guys, these people are very busy right now.
Guys, come on, I mean, you can ask. I mean,
Yeah,
we try
please
to
do
answer
ask,
as much as
guys. This is
possible
when
from our
this is the
side.
point. Okay, and when you go to companies, there'll be no one to teach you guys. So just ask if you have any queries. That is very important.
Nitish.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
madam.
yeah. You were speaking about your project and that you did it for a fun part. Just yeah. What was the predictions and how much was it? In accordance with the government predictions. I mean,
So the dashboard which I was showing you is nothing but the data what we have, took it from the government website, right? That is
Okay.
something. That's the initial part what I shown you. But the
Okay.
next one, what I told you something, the district wise, right? I classified the district with the government
Yes.
accordance. So that
Okay.
is something we fed into our own business data and we
Okay.
came up with an output. But
Okay.
okay, you're asking me the output. What is the output of that?
Yeah.
So the expected output is something I cannot tell you the number, but for some reasons. But the thing is, since this corona thing happened to us, right? It really affected our business down the line if it is something. But as I said, right, some particular area, the northern area, something Andaman, Chhattisgarh or UP kind of, it is fine. But down the south, right, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Karnataka is also tremendously growing the corona numbers or something. But still
Yes.
the lockdown is happening at all the places, right? But still it is affecting our numbers.
Okay.
So in the real time, we have two things: the real time scenario and the corona scenario. We
Yes.
can see a tremendous difference between those two.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Participants, if you have any questions, you can please unmute yourself and ask.
Is they are good. Anyone, guys? Anyone? Yes,
Hello.
they are good.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
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 Yes, Swati.
Sir, sir, can you tell me exactly what is Turing test?
Okay. Turing test. Okay. Let me take it an example. We are machines, right? We have machines. Machines should be a real exact replicate of a human. Can you do it? Can is there anything like that? Exact replicate. I'm saying the emotions. Emotions are something that the machines are not able to do till now. Emotions are like, if you say Google duplex, it is come now, just now only, but it has not yet come to life because it cannot predict a emotion of a human. That emotions or that particular kind behavior, that mannerism, right? That eating knowledge, everything, not eating, it is not going to eat, but the mannerism itself is not yet formed, right? So that is in theory part, it was formed as a Turing test. Turing test is nothing but I make a machine into a human, complete human. So that is what, it's a theory and it is not yet done. You understand my point, Swati?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Anyone? Guys, this is a time to ask questions, guys. In interviews it will be easy for you guys to go speak about it. Okay, we found it difficult in the first state, so just ask questions and be prepared. Okay, the interviews will come for you guys soon. Okay, is anyone other than people, any questions?
Sir, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
So the various areas where we are using the artificial intelligence as well as a neural network, is there any similarities between the artificial intelligence and neural networks, or both are completely different?
Okay, artificial intelligence uses neural networks. Without neural network, you can't say it is an artificial intelligence. See, intelligence, when we talk about intelligence, we come point by point. Intelligence is something that when I say you are intelligent, right? We call it only as human as intelligent because they think in that way, they process things in a different way other than machines. You can't say a machine is very intelligent. No, that's a wrong manner. Okay, because this neural networks is formed in our brains and we have it in ourselves. That is where we call it as an intelligence. So when I say it an artificial intelligence, I say it an artificial neural network. So just to form a replicate of a human, I'm using artificial neural network to form an artificial intelligence. You got it?
Yes,
You
sir.
got it? Yeah. Good. There's some good questions here. Other than that, people, anything, guys? Like,
Guys, Krishna is, as I already said, a BCA
yeah, I'm
guy.
also BCA graduate, guys. So I
So
know your guys'
maybe he can
mindset.
ask the subject question also.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, but no, this will help you guys a lot, please, because I found it difficult when I entered this field. Okay, but you guys have some opportunity. Just ask any other questions you have. Basic understanding, just, and another thing, guys, I forgot to tell you, all these algorithms, guys, I've told you, go to scikit-learn. I'm sorry, I did not put that in my presentation. SK-learn, they call it. Just go Google it. Those are the algorithms that are present. Go view it, read it one by one. What is linear regression? That means go one by one, read it. I don't want you guys to just use it and no, just read it, understand what it does, and then use it. Okay, scikit-learn, it will help you guys a lot. Okay,
Sir, can you explain me about the deep learning which is used in medical medicine fields or medical field?
Okay, deep learning, you can say. As I said, right, machine learning, I said IBM Watson. What it does, it goes, collects data, and it does some predictions, whether what condition of the human, what disease does he have. So that is known as some machine learning. So I found it, but I should have some, no, artificially saying that you have to do this procedure in this way. Maybe take it, I scan a human body, that like it will scan a human body. These are higher things. It is not yet come in, it is going to come in. Think it this way. A doctor does an operation in some guy, right? He operates in a way that he knows, right? He has learned it and he knows, only with that he does it. But what if a machine says, no, this person is a little obese, or this person is very thin, so you should not do this operation in this way, you have it to do in this way. What if someone comes and tells you that, yeah, human does it, a good person or good doctor comes and tells you, no, don't do this in this way, this will get spoiled, he'll die soon. Okay, maybe if a machine tells you guys every time you start an operation, what will we feel like? How will it understand this? Frankly, this is the neural network. It will use the neural network, it will understand what is human like, and it will take the data, as I said, right, like IBM model, it will collect all the previous data that were available, it will correlate with it, and it will itself form a strategy on how to operate on these people. So it is basically help for human. You have seen interstellar movies and stuff like that, right? Some robots comes in, that is what it helps you. So that and all is deep learning. It thinks a lot. Thinks a lot. Okay. We think a
So,
lot other than that. But yeah.
Swati, I think you answered, right? I mean, you answered at the very right time, since you asked specific to the medical field, right?
Mhm.
So the corona, I mean, if I give you an example, when you do a microscopic kind of thing, right, you see some shape over there, okay? So the deep learning is something is obtaining the shape. What is the shape which is happening? Let's say if you take a blood test or something, what is the shape inside there? What is the
Mm.
whether I have get affected by corona or something? So the basic shape behavior and what is the difference between a square and rectangle. So anything which pertain to shape or something, right? That is something of deep learning is all about. So in medical field, it's yes, as you said, as Krishna was explaining, the X-ray kind of everything. So everything is something related to the medical field, got deep learning over there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Swati.
Sir,
It's good questions.
yeah, sir, actually, my student is actually doing a project
Mhm.
by using the deep learning. He is detecting the particular cancer type and the
Awesome,
stages by
awesome,
using the
awesome.
deep learning.
Good, good, good,
Wow.
good, good,
Wow.
good,
That's good.
good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
We can
Yeah,
applaud him.
she's a medical, sorry, she's a MTech student, final
Awesome.
semester right now.
Okay,
Her project name is melanoma detection using the deep learning.
okay,
Mhm.
So
good,
there
good.
they are using the MATLAB, and
Okay,
for coding language MATLAB they are using C++, and
understood.
they are scanning the particular images by using the machine learning libraries, and they are detecting the what kind of a cancer it is, and
Mm-hmm.
in what stage it is actually. So they are
So,
doing that particular
maybe
projects.
let me quickly share my screen. This is one thing I can. Here you can see, right? There is something called digit recognizer. Able to see my
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Huh.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
this is what the deep learning is something which is all about, which I was able to see, right? So basically, you can see the lot of digits are showing up, right? So the computer will identify, okay, what this actually means, the digits over here, whether it's a one or two or something. So this is something like a deep learning over here. And similar to medical stuff, what your friend is doing now. So something it's the mission will understand. Could I ask if the madam, your friend of someone has published anything related to that in IEEE or something? If not,
No,
ask them
sir.
to publish in any. That is something very good for them, publishing
No,
in something.
actually, I have published 3 papers depending on the blockchain, which is used in
Oh, great, great,
electronic health records. If you
great,
want,
great.
I can share my papers also.
Yeah, sure, madam.
That's good. That's
You can
good.
share. But yeah,
Yes,
but I would suggest something that is this is a time of the need of the hour, right? That is the cancer detection or something,
yes, sir.
need
Yes,
of
sir.
the hour.
Mhm.
So that is something very useful. Can ask them to publish a paper in the, any
Yeah.
prestigious university or anywhere. We would
Sure, sir. I'll tell that particular a
That would
student
be
to publish
Yeah.
it?
Please do.
that would be
Maybe
great.
some professionals, real good, very good professionals will come, and some you need money also, right? Investors are also ready to invest on stuff like that. So please do publish it or do something about it. Okay, just don't keep this like that.
Okay. Anything else?
Sir, can I get your mail address?
Sure, madam. We will share. We will share.
Yeah.
We'll share before
Yeah,
both of our mails.
we'll share.
Sure, sir. And one more question, sir. So if I want to learn the basic Python and Python languages, so where can get the data sources to learn it actually to do the
Basically,
coding part or something like
yeah,
that?
So,
just start with Udemy. Udemy is the very fine thing. Okay, but don't rely on it, I would say. Okay, just start with it. You know what is the real understanding of Python, and go to documentations. No, when people say where is the tutorial place, don't go to tutorials, go to documentations. Learn how this Python is done. Python is basically built on C++. Okay,